Hey, welcome to another Alpha Magnus review. This time I've got Ace Duck from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. This is an Entertainment Earth purchase. He was on sale, clearance, whatever they like to call it. Ace Duck was another one that I had as a kid. He was not one that I was even looking at picking up, really, because the Ace Duck kind of sucked in the show. Like, did he do anything? I think he was just in like 1 second of a... They're like, we need to shove this Ace Duck figure in. How about we advertise his TV show? All right. They might have done more with him later. Nothing I've seen. There's the typical Ultimates Super 7 thing. We do have the Ultimates on top. On the back, Tinja Nerdles. Let's slide this guy out. Whoop. And there he is. Two things interested me in this as well. So not only was he just on some sort of random sale, he was also one of the few, because I'll do that. I'll add them to my cart, and then if I see them, and when there's something else that I gotta grab, I grab it and pre-order it, and then it adds to the free shipping. So there's Ace Duck. Don't have an affiliate link or anything like that, so I've been using Geek Dad Life's. There we go. There's Ace McDuck. So he has a bunch of accessories. So let's go over some of these. We've got ourselves a whole bunch of hands. I'm trying to make it so that these don't all fly out. I remember this was one of the more accessory count heavy figures that they've had. There we go. He comes with a gun, which is interesting. McFarlane figures don't even come with guns. El Pistola. Ooh, we got a twist tie on here. That's interesting. You don't usually see those. Let's save this one for later. Alright. Time to zoom in. So, here is Ace Duck. Typical twist and turn here. No boot cut, so they put it right at the ankle. We got a single jointed leg there. Twist here. He's got the McFarlane type diaper here, which allows him to... It's a little softer, so it allows you to do some bending there, which you normally wouldn't get with one of these. Twists, turn, a little bit of rock. Pretty much a solid chest. Basic head. Head's kind of boring. Let's pop this thing off. Shoulder, twist. He's kind of limited in his motion. He is also Ace Duck, so I wouldn't put it past him. I do also want to say I feel like a lot of these figures need to be cheaper. I feel like if they made them less expensive, they could bop the MOQ up and more people would buy them. It's a thing that happens with boutique items where they decide that they're going to cost more. So he comes with a winged and an unwinged jacket. We're going to leave the winged one on. I'm not even going to bother taking this guy off. I don't believe there's any other difference aside from the fact that if you didn't want your Ace Duck to have wings, because everyone lost those anyway, you could do that. So that's cool. We have optional heads. So let's pop this head off, because this head is what's staying on him, making him much cooler than he was before with his stogie. This makes me laugh because the Krusty the Clown, they made take the Disney made them take the, or Fox or whoever, whatever was involved, made them take the stogie out of Krusty the Clown, but we got to get it for Ace Duck on a figure that never even had it before. Now, mind you, you could say that this is something else, but that is totally a cigarette of some sort. Oh, I guess I should put that back. That's the second time I've dropped that. How fun. I can't really put this on here. This hat is for this head. Forgot about that. But it doesn't like stay on really well. I've seen that in a lot of videos. It's like, yeah, but no. There. I think I got it to click on. And that makes him look kind of weird. So I don't really like that. Let's pop his tail on, because you can also choose to have the tail on or off. There. I don't remember Ace Duck having a tail. Maybe I'm just misremembering this. That's a little better. Very cool. Let's pop this on here. So he does have the ability to have some goggles up there. I really love this figure. This is kind of ridiculous. Let's pop out the extra accessories. So as per usual, Super7 tends to sell these. This is a really hard one, but you can pop these off and have the accessories separate. I feel like if they got rid of those, might make the figure cheaper. Yeah, because I would buy these. I'd have bought all of them for about 35 bucks. But once they hit like 50 bucks, it's like, all right, time to pick and choose. We are also going to, let's put him here. Thought about buying a second one of these and just doing it as a Howard the Duck. He's kind of tall. And he wouldn't really fit in with my Marvel Legends figures. They really need to give us a good Howard the Duck. It'd be real awesome if in one of the what do you call it? MCU movies. We actually get that Howard the Duck from that era, from the 80s. So that we can get an actual figure of that, because that would be the perfect one. Alright, there he is. There is Ace McDuck. Oh man. That piece, it feels like it's in there real good, but it just falls out super easy. And there's his wings. These are about as useless as NECA's gargoyle wings. His hand just fell off. Super7. I want to love you. Just stuff drives me freaking nuts. And then it falls over all the time. Alright, here's the scariest part. There's this little bandolier of grenades here, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to go on the front of him. It does have a little clip. Goes over here. We're going to figure out the size of this, and then we're going to slide it over a wing. If I can. Now I can't pop the wings off. All right. Take these fucked up wings. All right. So it's this one. And I'm very happy for anyone who's gotten like the turtle van and what was the other one? Not Snake Mountain. What am I looking for here, people? Here, we'll put this on here. Cat's Lair. Very happy for y'all. I just cannot afford it right now. And unfortunately, I will not be able to get it later. So that's always a fun thing to know, that you're permanently never going to get something. We're going to do that one more tighter. Kind of starting to get mad at these crowd funds. Namely because they're bottlenecking their own clientele by doing the old we're never going to do this again. Because what happens when someone discovers this line in like a year or two and wants to go back and get it, but then they say, oh, never mind, I can't get the Cat's Lair, so I'm not going to bother. Now if you got infinite monies, sure, let's do this, but everything's coming too quick. I feel like all these companies just feel like, all right, well, all of these millennials and Gen Xers are going to not want this stuff in a year, which might happen. But I feel like most of us who are collecting this stuff don't have kids. And by not having kids, that means that we can afford this in longer stints. But the thing is I make a minimum amount of money, you know, and I cannot constantly be chunking $600 out every month for something that I'm only going to get once. The FOMO plus that, no. We gotta put a cap on something, and that's what I did. I've only done 2 of the HasLabs for Transformers, and both of those have kind of proved to hold their money. Actually, I don't really know. I haven't checked Star Saber, but I also never feel like I'm gonna sell him because I love Star Saber. He is sweet. Oh, God. Guys, we gotta come up with a better way than this. Because I just got this on here and it just fell off. This soft rubber does not work. This needs to be hard. Even if it presses through here, it needs to be hard so that the hard and soft can work with each other. You can't do that. It doesn't work. It's engineering 101. 2 like substances are gonna do that. That's why belts don't have things made out of belts, like they're like you don't see the same, like, oh well, I have a leather belt, so I'm going to make a leather buckle. No, it's a metal buckle for a reason, not just because it's metal, because it's got to work like that. Sorry, this is just frustrating. You can see how annoyed I am with this. Like, I would have been done minutes ago. All right. Let's try to hold this still. Going over this. There. That tail. So hey, if you were looking at getting Ace Duck, don't. No wonder he's on clearance. I think it was like 20 some bucks. Like, for real, that fits in there perfectly, but the second that you touch anything, it flies right back off. It's so annoying. Yeah, I probably could have, and it's already coming off. It's already coming off. Let's try it the next one down, a little looser. Like, I'm not usually one to modify these, but this might get modified. And I might 3D print a little thing to go through there just to hold it on. That is madness. Or I might just fuse it in here. That's the other option, is just melt it until it, if it's one piece, it can't do that. Just like if it's liquid, it can't be stuck. All right. Don't like how that bunches that up. Also feel like that a lot of this rubber in like a few years is gonna turn to mush real quick. Let's put this one back on. All of these then go into here. And the reason why I'm even showing you this, because I'm not going to have this on here, is because I want to show you how frustrating this is when you're trying to do this for display purposes even. Everything just keeps falling apart. And he's even got more eggs that don't fit in there. That's annoying. Let's try. And this is the other thing. So this came out real easy. I had one earlier that I tried to do and it like broke apart. So I feel like it never ends with these things. You're either too tight or not tight enough. I feel like a lot of these companies need to start going to their factories a little more often and doing like tension tests instead of just being like, yeah, I'm sure they're doing fine. We don't need to go over there. Yeah, because these hands barely feel like they're even in there. And then its tail just fell off again. If you want that tail in there, you're probably going to have to glue it. That's going to be my recommendation. All right. And there he goes. Finally, friggin' ace duck. Legs turned. See what I mean? Like some stuff is just too loose. Let's get this in a better angle down here. There. And there it is. Super7's Ultimate Ace Duck. I said you do have quite a bit of options. You can do it with or without tail, with or without wings. Swap that jacket out, switch him to the cooler head, which I'm probably going to do the second that we're done with this video, maybe even before that. And then he does have a bunch of guns, which I don't really need. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the figure, but I think I know what I'm going to do. So let's pop this guy off. We're going to pop this hand out, which took no force at all. Let's undo this that took me 6 years that literally was already falling off. Pop his head off here. It does stink that we don't have a... he has one salute hand, I guess. We don't have one that is made to hold the stogie, which is kind of weird. Oh, he can't even bend his hand that way anyway. So who cares? I really like this other head though. The pilot head, it's okay. The stogie head, that's where we're at. I was hoping to do it so that he could do like a salute, but instead all he can do is the opposition salute, so we're not gonna go with that one. Let's see, we do have an open hand. So let's do a fist. On this hand, we'll do an open hand sprawl. Turn this around. Somehow that got turned all the way around. Tilt this up. So this is the problem that I have with Super 7. This figure can barely do a pose because its arms are like that. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm collecting these guys for a display purpose, I'd be getting real mad right about now, because like they're not really that posable of figures. I just want this to be that much closer. That's it. And it's like, I guess that'll have to do. I wanted to have him look like he's grabbing his other hand there. Like this. Like but you can barely do it. Like Super 7 stuff, but man, some of their stuff is just, it's rough. Some of their stuff is rough. This is one of them. On the other side, actually this is probably better because it's one solid piece. On the other, oh no, it isn't. But this one holds together better because it's hard plastic. What are you gonna have to? But anyway, so the opposite would be the Leonardo. The Leonardo that I got from this was a mess, because all of his stuff was either loose, and then all the things to take like his hands out were way too tight, and it just feels like no one's testing this stuff at the factory. They're taking forever doing it, and then since they took so long, Super 7 doesn't have a time to compensate. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the system, because that's the thing that sucks. Is sure they don't want to release it like that. I am pre-ordering the Chrome Silverhawks, and I hope they don't have any issues as well. But hey, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. This is Ace Duck.